Energized show, up the Irish.
Okay, what's going on, guys, and welcome to a brand new episode of The Face Off. Russ, introduce the guest, man.
Today we have the Clan Wars 42 World Featherweight title fight between the undefeated man from Liverpool, Shem, and the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt from SBG Ireland, Nathan Kelly. Lads, how are we doing?
Yeah, I'm doing all good, yeah.
Shem, all good?
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show, indeed.
Sweet.
Nathan, what went through your mind when you first saw Shamrock's name in that Clan Wars piece of paper?
It wasn't really an easy decision, obviously, for me, but I thought, like, my gym just wanted me to go that route, so, like, I'll just trust in the process there, but, you know, I just thought...
Blame the gym, lad.
It's a good competition. That's part of the thing as well. I thought I was trying to get matched on other shows, couldn't get matched, and the name came across, and I was like, right, give me a few days, and I thought about it, and I was like, well, if Shem is down for it, I'm down for it. But that was literally more or less all it was to it. Like.
And Shem, what about yourself? How did you feel about seeing Nathan Kelly's name on that piece of paper?
Lad, I was surprised. Like, my manager rang me. He's like, lad, we've got you to fight. And I'm like, yeah, sweet, I'll accept it. And then I'm like, send the contract through. He sent the contract through. It says Nathan Kelly. And I'm like, it's a common name. It'll be a different Nathan Kelly. And 2 days later, I'm like, send me that topology. Let me have a look. And then I seen it was Nathan from the gym. And I'm like, what? We're in a fucking group together and that. And then I'm like, let me just leave it a few days and see, does he bring it up? And he never even brought it up. So I was just like, fuck it. I'll go, yeah, let's go.
Well, I suppose sometimes, you know, the circle in Ireland is very, very small. And when you have two guys who are in the upper echelon of that circle, you know what I mean? Sometimes it comes down to it. And also, you know what I mean? Like, Shem, you're undefeated. Nathan, you're on 2-fight win streak. You won your last fight in 9 seconds. You know what I mean? Like, when people see that, they're not like chomping at the bit to fight those people. So it is harder to get a matchup. I suppose, Nathan, I'm going to start with yourself. Do you think you can be the one to put the O in Shem's record?
I'd like to think I would, yeah. Like, I work hard as it is, you know what I mean? And I really do believe in myself. I believe in how much I've progressed just when I started coming back to MMA to now. So, and I think everything is just falling into place, really, for me, and with things like that. So I think I can beat anyone on the night because I always come to fight, and I know I'm always there for the win.
And Shem, have you ever fought anyone with the BJJ chops?
Say it like you mean it.
Have you ever fought someone with the BJJ chops of Nathan Kelly before? And do you think that could be a problem for you?
Yeah, I fought Rocky Lee. He was in the UFC before. He was a brown belt in jiu-jitsu. I fought Hassan Mandor. He was a national wrestler. I feel like maybe if you mash them two styles together, that's a bit of Nathan. But this is MMA, lad. I've trained with black belts all my career. I started off doing jiu-jitsu. I'm a jiu-jitsu guy, and I think people are going to be surprised when the bell goes. I'll be the one shooting on him, and people think that, oh, he's a purple belt, he shouldn't be shooting on a black belt. But I'm a grappler. I'm coming here to grapple like I do in every fight. How many fights have I got first round finishes by submission, lad? I'm not scared to grapple. If I'm one of them, live by the sword, die by the sword. If he submits me, lad, I'll shake his hand and call it a day. Do you know what I mean? But that's not happening.
I hope you don't mean call it a day by retire.
No. The better man on the day if he submits me. I mean, do you know what I mean?
And Nathan,
lads, before we go any deeper, Ross, obviously covering the sport and the Irish MMA scene, like, it's great to see two lads here now. Like, at the end of the day, they're just gonna shake hands and move on with things. Like, that's the great thing about the sport, and it's the one thing that the mainstream media should actually take more into consideration. Yeah, go ahead, Ross.
Yeah, no, absolutely, Basmo, you're right. Like, these are two absolute gents. They've been on our radar for a while, and we're delighted to have them on the show and promote these guys at what they do best as well. Nathan, I was just going to touch on what I asked Shem for yourself. Obviously, you fought someone the best Ireland has to offer, Richie Smullen, Kieran Clark, and now you'll step in there with Shamrock. Where does he list in your top opponents of all time?
I'd say at the minute he's at the top of the list, obviously, because, you know what I mean, the guy who's in front of you is the most important guy you'll ever fight. And, you know, I know he's a good mixed martial artist. Like, I respect that. So I know what I'm getting myself into. So, like, you know what I mean? It's good for competition, you know what I mean? It's good it's a good fight for growth in all aspects of the areas for both of us even, you know what I mean? So I'm just looking forward to getting in and competing. It's going to be a good one.
And Shem, obviously you're not from Ireland. Obviously you're a
What's
scout.
the game plan, Nathan?
Shoot first.
So
Whoever shoots first. Okay.
Shem, obviously you're not.
Pussy.
This is Shades of McGregor Poirier 3.
Very much so.
Shem, obviously you're a Liverpudlian and you came over here, but what I'm actually really interested in, what has the Dublin Combat Academy added to your game, trained under the likes of Craig Coakley and Connie Mahon?
Lad, fucking, I thought I could track before I got there, and then I'm doing rounds with Craig, and he's just playing with me. I just felt like first day of jiu-jitsu, getting rolling with my professor, but now it's striking. That's what I felt like, do you know what I mean? And then I just decided, like, it was lockdown, all the other gyms were closed, I had nowhere else to go, and these guys were training every day, pushing me every day, and I'm fortunate I don't have to work a job. I can just train 3 times a day, every single day, and that's what I've been doing since I got here, lad. So I come into this camp sharp, in shape. I'm going down to East Coast doing jiu-jitsu. I'm fucking, like, I feel good. I feel I'm the best version of me I've ever been. I even feel like coming into the camp, my weight was a bit lower than it normally would. Like, I'm normally starting camp at 77 kilos and finding it hard to make the weight. Like, obviously, look at me, lad. You can see me fucking face. 65 kills me no matter what. But I feel for this one, I'm going to be the best version of myself on fight night ever.
And then obviously Nathan yourself, like you're training SBG with the likes of Brian Moore. I think I saw you there with Artem there the other day. What's it like training with those bodies, and how do you feel that helps prepare you for this big fight?
Yeah, it's like all them lads have experience, you know what I mean, and you know what it's like to be in there on the night and give it a full whack, you know what I mean. So sparring them and trying to match their IQs with mine and trying to outsmart them and do the right things, you know what I mean. I like that challenge, so that pushes me on, and just the high level pace it is. It's good to spar at, like.
And then I'm gonna start back with yourself, Shem. But what would winning the Clan Wars featherweight title mean to you?
Mean to me, like it's a nice title for the CV or whatever. But like, I'm not really one to like dwell too much on one fight. Like the last fight there, everyone was like, "Ah, great fight, like nice knockout," and I was like, "Yeah, it was a good fight," but like I'm over it now. Do you know what I mean? And that's it. I just on to the next thing then. So then, anytime I do anything, it's get it done, on to the next, get it done, on to the next, and that's just the way my mindset is. Whatever way I go about it is whatever way I go.
Nathan, that last fight was actually an assault. I'd seen longer fights at McDonald's. So, Shem, what would winning the Clan Wars World Featherweight title mean to you?
Fuck all, lad. Honestly, I'm not really that last. I just like to fight. Yeah, like
that man just likes to get in there and bang.
When I won it, I wasn't really that happy when I won it, to be honest. I felt like I didn't get to showcase everything I've been working with Collie and Craig and them. I feel like I finish fights fast, so I don't get to show the evolution of my career fully. But lad, I've got bigger goals. My goal isn't to be the best in Ireland or to be the best in. And my goal is to make it to the UFC, fight the best guys in the world, and perform well there. Like a local region show against like small name guys doesn't really do nothing for me. Like I wanna be fighting the Max Holloways and the fucking Brian Ortegas and the
Shem. What way do you think you're going to finish it off this Saturday at Clan Wars 42 on October the 9th?
Lad, I envision everything. I envision smoking him in the first exchange. I envision going to decision. I envision going through adversity, him hitting me coming back. Lad, I see every avenue, but the way that I finish fights is taking people down, controlling them on the ground, taking the back and choking them out. Like, I feel if I take anyone's back, it's done.
Nate, what about yourself? What way do you
Don't
see
give
it
you back,
going
Nathan.
this weekend?
What he said.
What he said. There we go. Ross?
Guys, thanks a million for coming on. Really looking forward to the fight. It's going to be an epic one. Two of Ireland's top tons going. Shem's having trouble with the missus.
You don't tell him.
Guys, if you have enjoyed this video, it's been a wild one. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, and as always, stay energized.
Energized show, up the Irish. Been sussing you guys a couple of times. I've seen a couple of clips. I think you done some interviews with Dylan Moran and that I saw. So keep going, keep up the good work, guys.